Hello everybody, welcome to Toyah
And Robert.
Upbeat Moments.
Yes, we've had some upbeat moments this week. Well, shall I go first?
You go first.
All right. Two particular upbeat moments.
You keep going.
The first was our three performances last week at Morley Town Hall and Holmfirth Picturedrome, and then in the Devil's Arse.
Which was a cave.
Which is a cave. It's also, I believe it's more properly called the Peak Cavern, but the locals call it the Devil's Arse because of the sound of the wind flapping around the entrance to the cave.
You mean it wasn't named after you?
Be quiet, wife, for just a moment. So, let me go on. The audience's response was particularly generous.
It's fabulous.
And there is currently a sense of togetherness and belongingness.
Belonging, sharing, and also, you said something fabulous in the kitchen today.
Well, it's
unity.
In our strange and uncertain world, where despite social media, and sometimes because of it, nevertheless we're increasingly separated. Fractured. And lockdown really kicked this off in terrible ways for a lot of good people. But one of the powers of music, for me music is music really only in performance with an audience and the musicians and the music. And to quote my wife, the audience is 99.9% of music.
99.99% the music.
Well, let's say recurring on those nines there. But there is this tremendous sense of power, of being with people, of belonging and togetherness when we get together and rock out. And for me, this was a tremendous highlight.
Sharing and rediscovering and introducing classics to an audience as well. I mean, this weekend, we started to perform Cream's Sunshine of Your Love. Now, when I first heard that, I understood the complexity and the beauty of composition within modern rock music. For me, that was my big eye-opener. And to put this in a set where we have sometimes 3 generations in the audience, and this will be the first time some have heard it. For some people, it will be a beautiful memory for them to revisit when they heard it, when it first came out. And to see you play it is extraordinary.
Well, thank you for that, lovely.
Now, another extraordinary thing that we've just heard.
News came in on Thursday from our Mr. Media, social media person. Just last month, across all our various social media platforms, we received 120 million views. Just last month.
Marvellous.
Now, when I put on a tutu and went down to the end of the garden...
And were really pissed off with me for quite a few weeks.
My wife does go on about that. My wife exaggerates a little, but let's be fair, I do as I'm told. So back then, who would have known?
You'd never have guessed.
And we don't know all the 120 million viewers, but there is a sense of response coming back.
And bonding.
But look, upbeat for me.
Do you want my upbeat moment?
Yes, please.
So we've been trying to sort the dilemma of my husband's hats. He's a hat wearer. He has a lot of hats. And my gorgeous husband bought 2 hat stands this week, which means we're sorting the dilemma of his hats. Bless you, you sweet little rock star. This is fantastic.
Well, Sadie, our wonderful domestic organiser, looked at my hats here, getting increasingly dusty just out there, and does what she does, saying nothing, and begins to organise and cleaning. Thank you, dear Saint Sadie. And meanwhile, now a little bit more organisation so I can see which hat might be opportune for the moment, stepping on the street to have a cake and coffee with Sweetlips.
And thank you to the designer of the hat stand, something I grew up with as a child. I learnt to throw scorn upon when I was a punk rocker, and now at the age of 65, 45 years later, I cherish and love your hat stand design. Thank you. So we're playing Holt tonight.
Holt in Norfolk, and it's very near.
Our very best friends, but they've got a wedding on. We're not going to be seeing them tonight. It's such a beautiful place. It's one of the many beautiful places in this extraordinary country, and we can't wait. You've not played there before.
I haven't played this before, but my wife promises me that this is a certain kind of what would be called a traditional England.
Yes, we're in a playing field of a school surrounded by magical woodland. The majority will be far posher than us, but I'm hoping a lot of farmers will come as well, because they're always so much fun.
Well, I'm one of the common sort, dear.
And me. For all you out there, please take note of everyone that needs help, love, and who may be feeling lonely. We send you our love. We are so grateful to you. We love you.
From Robert
and Toyah.